Hey, welcome to our explainer. Today, we are diving into something super important in the world of AI, security. And we're not just going to skim the surface, we're breaking down the specific risks for different kinds of AI. Because let's be real, when it comes to security, one size definitely does not fit all.
And just so you know where this is all coming from, this explainer is built right out of Chapter 2 of the AI Security tutorial from Virtualization Options LLC.
All right, so let's just jump right in with a big question to get us thinking. Is the chatbot on your website as risky as the AI algorithm that's deciding who gets a loan? Now, you might think the answer is obvious, right? But digging into why they're so different, well, that's the key to building a security strategy that actually works.
And that's the whole point, really. A generic one-size-fits-all security plan just isn't going to cut it. You've got to think about what kind of data the AI is touching, how much it's exposed to the outside world, and what the fallout would be if something went wrong.
Okay, so let's break this down. First up, we've got the AI that faces the public. We're talking about the systems that are right out there in the open, the ones your customers see and interact with every single day. They're on the front lines.
Yeah, think about the things you probably use all the time. That chatbot that helps you with your bank account, the recommendation engine that somehow knows exactly what you want to buy, or the tech that spots your friends' faces in photos. These are the public face of a company's AI.
And here's the big thing to get about these systems. Because they're public, they are a massive target for attackers. And any screw-up isn't just a technical glitch. It's a PR nightmare just waiting to happen. I mean, imagine your chatbot starts spouting nonsense or offensive advice. That's not just a bug. That's a headline that can destroy customer trust in an instant.
So what do we do about it? How do you lock these things down? Well, it boils down to a few really critical moves. First, you have to validate every single thing a user types in. Think of it like having a strict bouncer at the door for your data. Second, you've got to be constantly on the lookout for weird behavior. And third, you have to test how tough your model is. This means using something called adversarial training. It's like sparring practice for your AI, when you deliberately try to trick it so it gets stronger and smarter against real attacks.
All right, let's switch gears. We've talked about the outside world, now let's look inside the building at our second category, internal AI systems. The whole threat model changes here. We're not so worried about random people on the internet anymore. We're worried about protecting the company's most sensitive assets from the inside.
These are the invisible engines that run the business, right? The AI that's making the supply chain more efficient, the analytics that predict next quarter's finances, or the systems that help out with HR. All of them are handling the absolute crown jewels of company data.
And here's the real kicker. For these systems, the biggest danger often comes from within. It could be a disgruntled employee or just an honest mistake that leads to a data leak. Either way, a breach here is devastating. It can mess with everything from your financials to your employees' privacy.
And this brings us to a really key concept you have to embrace, especially for something like HR analytics, privacy by design. This isn't just a checkbox you tick at the end. It means you are building privacy and security right into the DNA of the system from day one. It's not an afterthought, it's part of the foundation.
Okay, for our third and final category, this is where the stakes get, well, seriously high. We're talking about automated decision-making systems. This is the AI that doesn't just give you a suggestion, it actually makes the call, all by itself.
Just think about the weight of these decisions. An AI deciding if you get a loan, an AI flagging your credit card purchase as fraud, an AI even weighing in on who gets hired for a job. These decisions have huge consequences, both for your company and for real people.
And what's so scary about these systems is the scale. A tiny flaw, a little bias hidden in the data, it doesn't just cause one bad decision. No, it can cause thousands or even millions of bad decisions in the blink of an eye. And with no human in the loop to catch it, those errors can just spiral out of control.
This is why the safeguards here are completely non-negotiable. You need exhaustive testing. I'm talking serious stress tests. You need kill switches and manual overrides. You absolutely need a clear, transparent audit trail for every single decision the AI makes. And crucially, you need a way for a human to understand why the AI made the choice it did. That's explainability.
Okay, so we've looked at the different flavors of AI and their own unique headaches. Now how do we put all of this together into a game plan that you can actually use?
I mean, for anyone in charge, the big question is always, where do you put your limited time, money, and people? You can't protect everything equally, so how do you prioritize? You need a framework.
And this is the tool that helps you do just that. Let's look at this risk classification matrix together. Take the customer chatbot at the top. The data it handles is sensitive, high. It's exposed to the public, yep. The business impact if it fails is high. Put it all together, that's a critical risk level. Now let's jump to the bottom, the content recommendation engine. The data sensitivity is low. The business impact is low, so the risk level is low. See the difference? By plotting out your AI systems like this, you suddenly get a crystal clear map of where you need to focus your defenses.
So, when you boil it all down, what's the big takeaway here? It really comes down to 3 simple, powerful words: classify, prioritize, and protect. Know what you have, figure out what's most important, and then guard it accordingly.
So I'll leave you with this one question to take back to your team. Looking at this framework, thinking about your own organization, which of your AI systems really needs that closer look first?